So today I'm going to be showing Kenwood DNX691 HD. I don't know if you can see the model number down here. And so this is a double DIN, what's called a double DIN sized receiver. It plays DVDs. It also of course, it has Bluetooth and so on and so forth, so it's got the Bluetooth functionality that will work with pretty much any Bluetooth phone, as well as it also has integrated navigation. So let me start the engine up, and it does take it a second to boot up, and so you can see that the screen came on, and says might be a little hard to see there, Kenwood guidance by Garmin, and so that's in the process of loading. And then it's mating up here with my smartphone, Galaxy Note 3. Of course, that's already paired. And the neat thing about it, it will go ahead and start playing. I think I've got the double twist application installed on the phone, and that's a player and music management, and it automatically goes ahead and starts playing. Now, you probably don't like my choice of music. I'll listen to just about anything, but I can, if it's kind of hard to see because of the reflections. The sun's kind of at the wrong angle here, maybe. But if you can see, I've got a button here on the screen that I can hit, and all I have to do is tap that, and I can advance to the next track. And I could turn the phone screen on. Well, I guess I could show that. I could turn the phone screen on and do exactly the same thing. So let me unlock the screen. So if I go back, it goes back to the previous track. Or if I go forward, it goes to that one. So I've got control, but the neat thing about it is you want control up on the dash. So you probably don't want to hear my music, as I said, so but then also, if I want to go to the navigation feature, while the music is still playing, it's still playing. See, that's still playing, and I gotta agree. And so I've basically got Garmin functionality. So I've got the typical thing, where to, and this is very it's basically Garmin software in there. And so it's if you're familiar with Garmin, that's how that works. And then of course I can view the map, and there's nothing really to view. Now, I don't have it set up yet, but I've also can plug the phone in through it's MHL, and this thing has an HDMI input. Now, I'm gonna also, before I go on, I've also got a backup camera. So if I put it into reverse, then you can see we've got a little reflection going on right there. You can see that I've got a backup camera, and I think that's going to be very handy. And the vehicles that I've driven that have backup cameras, I really like those. It's just kind of nice, a little extra safety. So that little bump down there at the bottom, I've got a hitch ball. So there's a hitch on the back of my pickup here, and so you're looking at the top of the ball. Actually, this is mounted right on top of the license plate. So let me go ahead and put it back in park, and then we'll shut the engine off. So let's go back to the main menu. So you see we have navigation, and we've got a little reflection going on right there. Okay, and then if I go to telephone, then I could, it loads my address book. Let's see if I can tap on the address book here. Yeah, so there we go. So it loads my address book, and so I can, this is a pressure sensitive touchscreen on this model as opposed to capacitive, but it's pressure sensitive. So if I scroll through this, then I can just touch the letter that I want, and it goes right to it. So, and I can make, you know, it's got I've got a microphone installed, and so I can, and it actually works. I've tried it, and it works pretty well as far as being able to talk completely hands-free.
Say call followed by a name or a number.
Call Thomas Wiles.
State select 1 for Thomas R. Wiles at home. State select 2 for Thomas Wiles at work. State select 3 for Thomas R. Wiles at home. Or say cancel.
Cancel. So we can see that that does work, and so that should be fairly handy. And that can be done while the music is playing. Yeah, there goes the music. So the music started again. So let's say, and so you can see we've got, so you can scroll through this. So you got two, besides the backup camera, you got 2 video inputs, as well as the DVD, because it does play DVDs and CDs. You've got built-in Pandora, or access to it, of course through the smartphone. You have to have the app on your installed on your phone. Pandora, iHeartRadio, but it does work with other any application that you have installed on the phone. As far as whatever was last playing, it automatically will start playing it, which is actually pretty cool, because I've got not only the double twist, but I've also got installed on here, I also have Google Music. So now I have a DVD. This is actually Terminator 2 with Arnold Schwarzenegger. And so inserted the DVD, and there we can see that the DVD is in the process of loading. We've got a little splash screen there. And then the DVD will go ahead and load, and we'll soon be at the DVD menu. So the DVD menu is loading right now. There we go.
They lived only to face a new nightmare, the war against the machines.
So this unit also has HD radio, so I'm back at the main menu. So if I slide to the left, and then it may be kind of blooming a little bit on the screen, but that's an HD radio icon. And so right now it is tuned into an HD channel. That appears to be the only one around this area. It's an NPR station, 91.3, and so you can see it says FM1, and by the way, HD is FM only. It is not on AM, it's just FM only. See, and so if I go to channel 2, HD2, they're playing a different program, some kind of classical music, and then they've also got a number 3
in the last 2 years. Well, the house where President Johnson came is still standing today and still looks pretty much as it did 50 years ago.
So that may be the BBC or something, that they're the NPR is rebroadcasting.
In Inez, and the man who lives there is in fact.
So that's the Kenwood Excelon. It's part of the Excelon series. DNX691 HD. Overall, it's a pretty nice, complete unit.